Very good. Very good. All right. Welcome back to Stationers. My name is Bigfoot, and we are back playing our new Vulcan save. Or is this gasping simulator? I'm not sure. Anyway, Stationers, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so last time we got most of our atmospherics going for our room here. We are finally out of water, so we had to finally tap into our water bottle here. So we are on a time limit. This is all the water that we have left. So, we're also down to our last oxygen tank, although we do have about 6 megapascals in there still, so we do have a little bit of time of oxygen. But we do need to get planting. A couple things that we didn't do before is I need to put in an overpressure protection for the CO2 tank, and we also didn't control the grow light, so let's get working on that, I guess. We'll start there. That is the wrong code. Grab you, import you. Get back on the ground. There you go. Okay, so down here when dealing with our carbon dioxide, we're going to want to load into the... We're at the pens, aren't we? Yes, we are. We have 2 tanks, although I did not hook up the oxygen tank. Load batch name. We'll just do it that way. Now I need the tank, and it is the small insulated tank. We'll just define that up here, which I already have. So did I add that in there somewhere? Oh. We already did. Okay. Never mind then. Okay, we're gonna come back to this project. I need to put down another solar sensor so I can see what's actually happening, but yeah. Gonna need to watch the numbers on that one to see when would be a good time to have the sunrise. I could use the solar sensor's vertical angle, but during the wintertime the sun doesn't come up very high, so and it doesn't last for very long, so I don't know if that would be a good idea for the grow lights or if we just go off of the horizontal. Alright, so trader on the pad, he wants 109 cables. So made him a whole bunch of cables. It's quite a disaster. It's 50. Now, he's only gonna give us like 40 cents per cable, so it's only like 43 bucks. But we have to make money somewhere. And we need the extra cables anyway. There we go. Alright, so I guess let's go do that first. Go ahead and do some trading. And I printed out a bunch of other stuff that I'd like to work on for our advanced furnace. Right. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Trader. Hello. So you want to buy a bunch of cables, which I did not put in my hand. I could have put them in the vending machine. Probably been a smarter idea, but that's okay. I'm going to sell you all of those. 40 bucks, thank you very much. The electronic parts, we just don't really make enough money to be wasting the gold on those, so I'm not going to worry about that. Anyway, I could get a few more cables sold to you, but it's not worth it. So, go ahead and get on out of here. Time is money. Time is money. Okay. So, we have our furnace. And I'm going to want to set up a furnace room. do something like that. Get these welded up. That way it's ready, and we can just put a piece of glass on the back here. Yep, and then we're gonna need to change that out for heavy cable, so I'm gonna need to make some of those. But alright, who do we have? Galactic gases. We're not going to be anything that I want, but I guess let's see what you have for sale. That looked pretty good. There it is. Okay, so do I want to make anything before we get rid of the furnace? Do you have anything in you? Iron, gold, copper. Interesting. You go over there. Need you two. And I need some heavy cables. Cable heavy, go. Okay. You can come on down. Guess we could get a little bit more copper. Just in case. Nah, we'll hang on. Okay. Need you on so I can go talk to you. Don't need a whole lot of cables. Okay, so basically what I have created here in this mess. Weather station. That's what I want. Okay, so we want to put out a weather station. And I guess I could just put it right over here. Ideally, I would like it tied into the main power, which I do need to run over to here at some point. Guess we'll just have it sitting here. Which way is the light? Light is right there on the end. Perfect. Okay, we'll just give this a quick weld. There we go. And I think you are plastic sheets. Yes, bingo. Okay. $30 plus 22 is 50 something. All right, so this is our battery's output. We could just run that straight across. No, we can't. We could run you across here though, back into here. Come on, there it is. Then we can put it into here. You connect just there, you go there. Then we'll just run this across. All the stuff is in the way. Okay, so we'll have you go down there for a transformer. Power the yard lock. And let's take you outside. Turn you off to save on power. Okay. Now I think I can just take you straight down the side. So we're not gonna have anything connected there. Now I always like to have my weather station connected directly to my power backbone so that I can have a storm warning in any room that I want. Piece, there we go. And we'll have you go up. Alright, now you have power. Yeah, we got the cables, why not? Gonna need to make more cables for the furnace now. There we go. So now I have a weather station. I can see when those crazy storms are coming in. So that we don't get lost anywhere. So it's nighttime, vertical is 97. What do you have for trade, sir? Of gases, I could buy some water. Oh, but you want gas canister? I'm not ready to do that yet. Arc welder. It's a lot of money though. The welding torch would be the hardest part of all that to make right now. 17 empty canisters. Oh, no, bye-bye. Okay, so I need to put a wall here, a wall here, then I can remove this. Yes, but I need more cables. More cables, please. Put this steel, some flat walls. Get 1, 2. What are you? Oh, good, good. Okay. Steel sheet. Alright, so now I can pull those off the back without any issue. Are we ready to get rid of you? That is the question. Only 4 of them should hopefully be good enough. Let me grab 2 sensors. That I need iron. Got some right there. Okay, so let's grab, don't need the frames, I think. Some insulated kits. Or insulated tanks, rather. Consoles I'll need in here. Take that guy, sure, why not? Don't need you currently. Reagent processor goes in that room. Active vent I'll need. Let's grab the advanced furnace. We'll take our 2 pumps. Displays are all 4 in here. And I think we're good to go. Alright. Get to work while it's nighttime. First things first. Probably should have emptied that, but we'll just do it the old-fashioned way and hope we don't blow everything up, I guess. I think it's angle grinder. Yep. And then a drill. Nope. Crowbar. Don't break my wall. Or me. Well, I don't know what happened to the furnace kit. It went somewhere. Maybe it went inside the room? I'm not sure. I guess we don't have that anymore. Alright, so, advanced furnace. I need you to face that way. Yep. And I need you to go right there. Oh, we gotta deal with this first. Go in the room, thank you. Didn't want to be out here working in the daytime, but here we are. Okay. Furnace.
Hydration critical.
Oop. Pesky shoot corner. Goodbye. Shove it through the wall. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. I think you're good right there. For that I'm going to need electronic parts. I did not bring those, but I need those first. That's too bad. Right here on the back. Gonna have our input. And then our export.
Waste tank caution.
I guess we'll just go out the other way. Since this is going to be in charge of our room pressure, we'll just go up this way. Just not making use of our existing infrastructure for our flare stack, but we'll have to move it over here. That's right. Let's see, I didn't bring out the pumps. I'll need... diving in the ground. Okay, so I'll need a tank there. So one of these tanks is going to be the hot tank, one of these tanks is going to be the cold tank. go deal with our waste tank. And in between episodes, I did repressurize this room with CO2 and whatnot. But it's at the right temperature now, and still slowly going up, but we have enough oxygen since I dismantled this other tank that was just barely had anything left in it. That put us over where we needed to be for oxygen. It is still a little bit oxygen rich, but that's alright. We can take off our suit, enjoy the view, get a suntan, get rid of our moodlets. That's something we haven't been able to do until now. This is really the prettiest planet. Of all the planets in Stationeers, this one is just so gorgeous. Can't wait to... I think we're going to get set up over there, overlooking the lava lake. So that'll look really cool at night, I think. Okay, well, we're just permanently pissed off, apparently. Can't get rid of that little bit of bad mood, so we'll just deal with it, I guess. Okay, let's grab our pumps, let's head back on out. Astro Alloy Imperium. 38 degrees. Getting there. There we go. Alright, so we can pull... Oh, God, that's hideous. Oh, I'd forgotten about the hideousness behind this wall. Alright, so I will want you guys outside. Rebuild the flare stack. You've been contacted. Come on down. We'll see what you have available. Okay, I picked up that other solar sensor, so just so we can take a look while we're building stuff. Can't I move you? That way while I'm out here working, once that gets set, then I can take a look at it and see what's happening. Okay. Hey, walking on tanks. This is gonna be our flare stack. And anything that's in here, we'll just get rid of it. As much as I want the nitrogen from here, it's usually going to be pretty hot, and we'll just get that from the composting once we get to that. Okay, you go there. Just make this guy a little higher.
Jetpack low.
Just don't want to have gas. Hot gas is getting around our base, so that'll be up nice and high. Okay, where are we at? Stop bouncing around. So it is basically nighttime. Horizontal is -77. Perfect. So now we need to get our... There's going to be a pump there. Ooh, that is going to be right in the way. Not tall enough for this. We're gonna have to run this along the outside. just have you come straight out. Then you can go there. Okay, so we'll have one pump. All right, one pump in there, and then one pump in that direction, so that guy's gonna have to move. They need back all these cables. Okay, you can go there, you can go there. All right, now we are gonna need a sensor in here. Sure. That way.
Jetpack low.
Yes, that's why I'm trying not to use you, but I need to use it. This is getting ridiculous. Alright, now we need to go up. It's like, as soon as I take a step backwards, it just throws me off the platform. It's like, get out of here. Okay, so you'll be into basically, since atmospherics is on that side, I guess we'll just consider that the hot tank. This will be the cold tank, because that'll be the easiest one. Alright, now I need to get you. Okay, you to the hot tank. And we'll need some cables. Come on. You could go that way. Up.
Jetpack low.
Yes, it is. Connect in there. Okay. Now we'll need a vent. Connect up the vent. Pipage. Found one. And oh, I didn't bring the passive vent with me. Okay. That all is looking really good. Some paint would probably be nice, but that's alright. So we're gonna name you. You were the hot pump. You were the cold pump. Need some analyzers. Probably some analyzers on both the hot and the cold. I'll need to rerun you. You'll need to go that way. Have you go there, and then you there. Now, the analyzer should be able to just plug straight into that. The other side, I'm going to need a straight section of pipe, so I might have to just put a little doodad there. Why do I always miss it on the first time? It's so aggravating. If I do that there, then I can have to go over here. It's basically daytime, so we're at 100 and minus 176. It's about 175, maybe. Yeah, good enough. Alright, let's get the rest of that cabling done. Go there. Into you. And then some pipes. Put the analyzer on there. Should work.
Jetpack low.
Right.
Jetpack low.
Now, I will have to take some of this back apart because I'm gonna have to get chutes in here. But I also need to run the cables through. I believe. Come on. Right there. And I can get that from inside. Okay, so I need one electric part. An electric part. 5 steel sheets. Screwdriver. Ta-da! Alright, chutes I am gonna need. Let's do a little bit of inventory management. Alright, let's get rid of that guy. We'll need you, just not right now. Don't need those. Gas mixer, I do need one of these. Yep. Don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you. I need more storage. Here's my plant card, you can go in there. What are you? Oh yeah, deep miner cartridge. I wanted to put that in the... When I'm out mining, I'm gonna grab the deep miner cartridge. See what resources we have available. In fact, while we are here, what do we have in this region? Probably nothing good. Go ahead and put in the comments below what you think we're gonna get. Let's see if you're right. Silver. Well, better than nothing, I guess. Silver is useful for making gas. We get a bunch of nitrous oxide that way. degas it, feed it into the furnace, and get really nice hot fuel. Anyways, something to think about. Okay, so I needed those consoles. I know I built some. I threw them over here. Where are they? There they are. Okay, so before I can open that up, I need to close that. Oh no, that's double walled already. I could open that up. You. Hash display, gas display, gas display. You would be glass sheets, which I have right here. So tracker, since we're using the deep miner one and it has the GPS, we don't need that anymore. Network analyzer. What is some stuff that I can put on the shelf? Have that and that. Trash. Furnace we might use later. Container mounts, you're garbage. But you're massive. Yeah, we'll leave you there. Okay, now time to clean up the abomination. Oh god, I can still see it. It's still a disaster. Take you off. Ugh. Gross. We are disinfecting our habitat this go around there, chat.
Hydration critical.
We are cleaning up. That's so much better. Okay, now I do want that sensor, so we'll use that as the outside sensor. We're just going to need to attach it to the heavy cable there. Okay, so you I will definitely use. You're going to go back on the wall, some regular cables, need some heavy ones. Still green. Oh. Alright, so I knew you were going to be trading that. $1.20 for copper ore. That is much better than smelting it into cables. Iron, copper, silicon. I do have a bunch of coal. And he wants a birthday cake. What are you gonna do with the cake, my friend? Let's see. Oh, no, come here. Do have a few coals we can sell him. He doesn't want any silver. Yeah, I guess we'll make a few bucks. If we were selling him cables, each cable would basically be 80 cents per copper. Plus it's refined, so it's definitely better to sell it to him as an ore. You want 50, have 50, sell that. Nope. You go there, you go there, you go there. Sell again. Have another 60 bucks, and I'll take another 60 bucks. Thanks, Bob. Do I want any ingots? Nah. Bye-bye. Okay, forgot the analyzers. The window here. Need to put chutes. What's the question? Jetpack. We already know the jetpack is foobarred. Okay, so this is going to be the... I took the wall off of that one, but not that one. I don't want that to go in there. Then I want this one to come up and over. Oh Lord. Now the thing with using the long chutes is that the long chute is only going to hold a single item. Versus the short chutes hold one item per. Okay, so that's gonna go over there, and then we'll do some magic with that. But that takes care of that. Okay, so I need the analyzers, and then I can go ahead and shut this up. Let's get those on. Okay, so here we're gonna want a export. I think I might get a bin. I don't want to accidentally throw something in there that I don't want. It's down, out. I guess if you're up high enough, you'll be okay. Need another shoot kit. We do not have... Yes, we do. Alright, that's all we've got for that. Shoot outlet. I think if you're down there, you won't grab it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Here's a problem. I am out of iron, and we need... iron. Hmm. And we have a storm coming. Nice. Oh, you're the guy I just talked with. Now we don't know what's in this unprocessed ore. $145 for some steel sheets, some cables, carbon. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Can't do that one yet. Basic drill. That consumables package, though, we could definitely do that. Quick $145. But I don't have the iron. So you're just gonna have to sit there for a minute. That's a problem, that's a problem. How do I get iron into you? Need to move you back one because I need to connect the front. You don't need to be a heavy cable for that though. Still need more heavy cable. So you go that way. Go that way. To get you into the furnace, we will need to turn you on. Turn you on. You have pressure in there for some reason. Don't know how or why, but good, I guess. Okay. I mean, that's good because we needed some small amount of gas in there in order for the furnace to start processing. So the fact that it's there is good, but I don't know how or why it's there. Okay. I guess I'm not even gonna ask questions. I'm not even gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna say, you know what? Go ahead. Will you give me that back? You're gonna shoot it into that. Okay then. Let's try that again, I guess. Got a storm wind coming, and here I am screwing around with this stupid thing. At least it wasn't one of my tools I shoved in there. Could you give me back? Nope. No, what are you? Okay, you're iron. Oh, there's my shoot bag. Perfect. You can go in there. Guess I could take the input chute off. So I'm not gonna get to that just yet. Let's shove you there for now. Yep. How did you get gas? That makes no sense. You're the output, you're the input. So I have those wired up wrong. Or piped wrong. Awesome. Actually, that will work in my favor in the morning. Need to move all that. That'll work in my favor because then I can, since that happens to be the input, which explains why it got gas, then I'll be able to suck in some hot gas tomorrow, process the iron, and then I can make the chutes and everything else. Then I'm gonna have to redo this whole room, which is less than ideal, but what can you do? And we're gonna have to contend with that storm. So there's that. Okay, so I've reoriented our sensor outside. This is the way that it was before. And these horizontal angles, well, frankly, they just don't make that much sense to me in my head. So if we're gonna try and base our daylight sensor off of that, yeah. It does some really weird things. One day it's minus 180 while the sun is up, and the other times it's a positive number. Yeah, it's just really confusing. If we orientate it this way, then at sunrise it's 90 degrees. Storm was over. I didn't get a chance to see where. When that storm was here, it was almost like nighttime. All right. Temperature is rapidly climbing. That is perfect. That's gonna make our iron. And there it is. Excellent. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so I need some more chutes. I don't want to use it all up. 5 might be good enough, but I'm, rule of things, I'll be one short, I'm sure. Because that's how things go. Okay, so I probably need some more heavy cable. Well, I know I need heavy cables, but I need the analyzer. That is the electronics printer, not the pipe bender. Good job, Bigfoot. You go there, you go there. You go there. Try this again. Pipe analyzer. Electrum. To a view, perfect. Okay, let's go try this.
Hydration critical.
one more time. I turned you off for the storm and forgot to turn you back on. Perfect. Okay, shoots. So, if you were to come... I needed that one there. You go there. 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 Right there. And you are corner. Okay, so the inlet, I can stack in a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, almost forgot that. Nah, I am one short. Grab you. You there. Okay, I am back with that chute. Gotta watch my step. Alright, there we go. So let's weld this guy back up. Perfect. Now we're gonna have to redo all of this piping. And all of this wiring. And I'm gonna need these pipes back, or these pumps, excuse me. Oops. You would go there. You would go there. You were the input, so you get the three-way. Good. Okay, now you were the... You were the cold tank, and then you will be the hot tank. Okay. That output I can run just up and out. Jetpack is critical, and there it goes. Okay, put you. I have one more pipe there. Come on. No. Success. Okay, so that's just our flare stack. Yep. You go out that way. You go there. I can put one analyzer on here. Hot analyzer, and then the cold analyzer. Really? Come on. There it is. Okay, turn you on, turn you on. And name you, so you would be the cold analyzer. You would be hot analyzer. You would be the hot pump. You are the cold pump. Alright, now I don't have enough heavy cables for this. You go in there, you can just run straight down here. Run out this way. Okay. You have to go that way, because otherwise you're going to be into the hitbox of the furnace. And since we're always dealing with the stationer's rule or law of always being one short, I need to go make another cable. Okay, but you were the cold pump, you were the hot pump. That is great. Also rename you to the furnace.
Air tank low.
Just be the room sensor. Can I get up there? No. So I might be able to... Oh, it's that sensor. Okay. Okay, so he wanted 2 CO2 filters. He wanted, I believe, 10 cables? I know it was 10 plastic sheets. Ten plastic sheets. I want to say it was iron sheets. Hello, you wanted this. Oh, 2 duct tape. 10 plastic sheets, 10 cable coils, 2 duct tapes. We can handle that. Duct tape. Duct tape. Now you. He wants pure duct tape, so we can't put that one in there. We can give him that guy. Okay, so let's go repair the solar panels. We'll do a little bit of trading. Dude, I got your box for you. I will take my 100. Duct tape, carbon dioxide. Oh, got too many cable coils. That's what the issue is.
Hunger critical.
So, $145, please. And thank you. And you can go ahead and get out of here. Up these here solar boys. Be nice to make another one, but we're not pressed for power just yet. Okay, so that cowl is in place. Now, we will need to set up some active vents to do some harvesting. We can do like during the day harvesting and during the nighttime harvesting, and then just use that gas. So yeah, that should work. Okay, so all of this is connected. Then I can plop on a window. It's plastic sheet, yeah. And then I'll need a glass sheet. And I'll just have to remember that I can get the power from that corner. And then run that wherever to do the harvesting. Okay. That's all looking up. It's the AC monster. Just chilling. We're not cooling anything with it yet, so it hasn't turned on. Greenhouse is getting up there, so it might start to do that soon. Cosmos Convenience. Okay, come on down. Alright, let's see if we can get these guys connected. So you go there, you go there, you go there. Two connect. You two connect. You're connected there. All of you should have power, which you do. Excellent. Great. So now we grab our data disk, which I have apparently thrown someplace. That's not good. What did I do with that guy? There you are. You are the advanced furnace. Advanced furnace. Advanced furnace. You are the temperature. It's just kind of nice. Makes it easy. Oh. Let's see what Cosmo wants. Gasping simulator. So yeah, things to sell me. Could get some more oil. $30 isn't bad for some water, so why not? Grab some oil. Grabbing the oil to make bread with. Since we don't have a good source of nitrogen yet, that'll be fantastic. The water is just super cheap, so why not? It's here. And we have the money. Buy that. Buy that. I don't think I need eggs. Nope, just flour and soy. The eggs would be nice without having to make the chicken. That's okay. And then you just want ship fuel. So go ahead and get out of here. Can't make fuel just yet. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours. I'll go ahead and call it here for the evening. We are using up our water to basically drink. So we're going to need to start making some plants and some water now. I've been trying to monitor this solar sensor to figure out when a good time is for daylight, or basically to turn the grow light on and off, and haven't quite figured it out yet. I'm sure it'll come to me. Probably stare at it some more off camera. So yeah, we need to automate the grow light so that before we can plant our plants, otherwise this will all be for naught. And I have a brown thumb, so I can't trust myself to basically set a timer to do it. So sunlight or sunset has basically just occurred not too long ago, based on the orientation of the solar panels there. But I've been getting all kinds of different numbers, so yeah, I'm gonna just have to play around with that. Maybe go look at some past videos that I've done on it. Yep, greenhouse is nice and pressurized. It's 34 degrees C in here. It is starting to warm up from the sun. But basically we've got the advanced furnace mostly ready to go. We'll still need to hook up the logic. Need to do a little bit of work on the getting gas into the furnace in the way of the cold tank and the hot tank, and figuring out how we're going to do that. Probably just do 2 different active vents or something. That should probably work. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, we're getting really close to having the greenhouse going. I was hoping to have that planted today, but yeah, stupid solar sensor. Are you gonna let me see you? Nope. Sometimes you let me go through the wall, sometimes you don't. I don't know. Alright, anyway, well, thank you for joining me today. I will see you all in the next one. See ya!